Hello, everyone. My name is Andrew Penland. This is Kathy Jaquay, who was one of mentors when I was a math education major as an undergraduate. She taught me much of what I know about teaching, and she is here to introduce me.
I think that's not quite the way an introduction goes, but I'm glad you all could join us. Andrew Penland, he told you he was one of our undergrad students at Western Carolina University, and we loved him so much when he finished at Texas A&M, we grabbed him up and said, yes, come back. He is an assistant professor for us, and his interests in mathematics are very broad-based. He's worked with our Math Jeopardy team, with our Math Social Club, with our high school math contest as part of his work in the fun side, and he's going to do some Math Jeopardy with us tonight. So, Andrew Penland.
Hello, everyone. I don't know if you have ever played Math Jeopardy before, but Math Jeopardy is a really fun event that has happened at the MAA Southeastern Sectional Meeting every year for many years. And I've been the coach along with Julie Barnes of our WCU team for the past few years. And we enjoy playing Math Jeopardy. We play 3 or 4 times a year. We play students versus faculty, which is always fun. We also have a regional competition that's just for teams local to us. And then we have the big event for the entire Southeast. So I wanted to make some Math Jeopardy. Are y'all assigned to tables, or can you group yourselves to tables? I guess that will happen after I release you.
1 second. We'll be doing tables, and they'll be able to group themselves by clicking on table. One thing, though, it looks like your audio is a little quiet. So if there's a possibility of you either getting closer to the mic or amplifying your audio, that'd be great. Thanks a lot.
No problem. So I wanted to do a Math Jeopardy session. So they're going to be, so you will play in teams. And I've decided I am not going to try to score it because that's a lot of work. And people get really competitive. So in a minute, I will upload a PDF file that you will all work on. Please don't, obviously, if we used the internet, we could all get perfect scores. For the first round, I'm going to give you one file, and you will go into your teams, and then I will pull you back in about 15 to 18 minutes. And I will tell you the answers to these questions, and then you will figure out how many you got right, and you will have 10 points for each correct question. Then the second round will be a little bit more like a typical Jeopardy. The questions will be a little harder. There will also be more time for them, and they will be worth more points as a result. And so if you want to take it seriously and try to be the first person to answer, you can submit your table's answer to me via private chat. And I decided not to do a final Jeopardy because I'm not that good at keeping records. And I thought it would be hard to determine who won, and I don't want people who did not win to be mad at me. So in a minute, we will start round 1. And the way round 1 will work, I will upload the file to the chat, and when you get it, you are released to go work on the questions, and then that will be good. I will also try to talk louder. It's not my nature to be very vocal, but I will work on it. So let me type this in the chat. Round 1. I will post the questions. As a file. Go to tables and work on them. I will bring you back in 15 or so minutes and give you the answers. And then you can just see how many points you got.
All right, so what are our questions?
Does everyone have the link up? Hi, Jeanette.
Hi. I did have it up.
38 for question 1.
867-5309.
Okay.
Love me some 80 songs.
Yeah.
I thought it was 827 for some stupid reason.
Features a girl and her helpful pet. I don't know number 2.
Sum of all the digits is 38.
Question 2. I've never seen that PBS show.
Dora the Explorer.
Maybe.
Doesn't look like Dora.
I doubt it.
Hello.
That's all I got.
We can move on.
Here's the name.
Yeah, if none of us know it, there's no sense in.
Yeah.
And then Madhavi, I got 38 also for the first one.
Okay, good. Second one skipped, and third one, these objects that share the
Matrices?
Yeah.
Yeah. Matrix.
Nice.
Good guess. Wonder Years? Dan from Macau?
Yes, definitely.
Wonder Years.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
To that side, probably. So,
I think question 5 is Heniagon. I'm pretty sure it's H-E-N,
Okay.
especially because of the joke.
Yeah.
Henagon?
Yeah, I was going to say, how do you spell that, Ernest?
Oh, it's definitely H-E-N. I thought maybe E-A-G-O-N. Question 6, I read about her, but I don't remember her name.
Oh, yes. Her. What is her name?
Oh, we all fail at question 6. Okay.
Yeah.
Smallest two-digit positive integer.
That is equal to n to the power of n with some n.
3 to the 3?
Uh-huh.
27?
Yeah, because it's not 4 to the 4th. Right?
And it's not 2 squared. So, yeah.
27 times. Let's go with that.
yeah.
I wonder who had to count that in that song.
Not sure about it.
I think it's Euclid.
I'm willing to listen to anyone's answer because I have no idea.
It's either Euclid or Archimedes, but I think it's Euclid.
What's the famous code? Puzzling.
For number 9, I thought it was Turing that cracked Enigma.
This is an American effort.
Right.
So maybe she cracked it here while Turing was doing his.
What's an 11-sided polygon?
Don't lay an egg. I have no idea.
Open it with books. Okay, there we go. I had to airdrop the file to myself, and now I have all the questions on here, so I can have that open. My daughter says the cartoon show is Peg and Cat. I have no idea what that is. That's what my daughter says.
Peg and Cat.
Yeah, that's what my daughter told me. But I was never teaching, so I wasn't gonna say anything.
So there's question 3 or 2.
Yeah.
And
She said
we
Peg
skipped
and
3. Did we figure out who Danica McKellar was?
We will.
We will. It'll come to us.
It'll come to us? Okay.
There's a couple of us that it's there.
That
in
are
the memory
old
bank.
Hey,
11-sided.
A what?
11-sided polygon.
Oh.
Don't lay an egg.
Smallest.
Okay, nobody said they were going to be easy.
No.
Nope.
Why don't we scroll through all of them and see if we know any of them right away?
Okay,
and then
that
we
sounds
can
good.
come back.
Iranian geometer who in 2014 became the first woman to be awarded a Fields Medal.
Okay, it's pretty sad that this whole group of female mathematicians
don't know.
I know,
That-
right? Oops.
Daft Punk song.
Well, it's also the smallest 2-digit positive integer. Could that be 3 to the 3rd?
2-digit.
Right, which would be 27. Because 2 to the...
Oh, so the number would
So
be
2 to the 2nd would be 4, which isn't a 2-digit integer.
Yeah, so the number we're after is 27.
I think, yeah. 27 for 7.
which number you all on?
7?
Question 7.
I don't see 7. Let me see. Why can't I see question 7?
Alone has glimpsed beauty there. I've heard that before.
I'm going to guess Pythagoras.
Oh, let me see number 7.
Oh, for 8?
Yeah. Could be Archimedes. Euclid.
I was just thinking Euclid as well.
I think Euclid.
Okay,
You think so?
That's sounding relatively familiar. I did a... Oh, whoops. Oh, what's whiteboard? Oh, hey.
Oh, I know number 9. That's Enigma.
Enigma?
Yes, it is.
The famous code with a puzzling name, because an enigma is a puzzle.
Oh, okay.
So on question 10, did he say something about a specific American city or just any American city?
Well, it would have to be one that
describe an American
Okay.
city.
I would bet it's a specific one, but it's likely that that first is the.
The Big Apple?
That's it.
Oh, good job.
Good job.
Phew, I thought I'd be useless to everybody.
Nobody's useless.
Okay, I'm guessing from your accent that you're the one that's not from the United States, and you got that and we didn't.
Yeah.
Kind of sad, actually. But I am a small town Montana girl, and I've never been to the Big Apple, so there you go. I grew up in a town of 1,500. I had 40 kids in my graduating class.
Oh wow!
Heather, you're missing out. Once New York gets back to normal, it should be a place you go visit.
Okay, I'll go check it out.
So Greek philosopher.
Oh, Zeno. Zeno's paradox.
Yep.
Zeno instead of zero.
Yep. What's an anagram again?
Where is the letters are mixed up.
Okay.
Speeding. A theorem.
Mean value.
Yep. Mean value theorem.
Okay, Andrew, I'm in it now.
This nation lends its name to numbers that can be written as a sum of fractions whose numerator is 1, such as 1/3, 1/2. I'm not muted. What do you need?
Those are units. Oh, yeah.
Taco. Or nachos. Or taco salad.
Wonder Years. The Danica McKellar, number 4.
Wonder Years, that's it.
Yep.
I used to watch that show.
There.
I'm moving on to question 14.
Yeah, anybody know that actress?
I cannot even see the questions.
Oh no.
It stopped at question 5 for me.
If you refresh, they keep saying refresh and it might come for things.
Let's see.
What might come?
That it
you know
might
how
come
they just
up.
keep saying
1940s. Don't know.
Who were some of the names of that time? All I can think of is like Audrey Hepburn. That's my husband. He's not even anywhere near me.
Good thing we can't catch them through our iPads. That's okay, I sneeze like 20 times.
I feel like I should know question 14.
She looks really familiar, but I skipped and went on to question 15. I'm just scrolling through them to see if any of them I know right away.
Completely automated public.
Is it a cipher test?
A what test?
Oh, the CAPTCHA?
Yeah. Is it a cipher text? A cipher test?
Completely automated public. Something test.
To tell computers
and humans apart.
Yeah, I don't know that.
You have to be able to click on things like which pictures contain stoplights or which pictures contain crosswalks. And so you have to click on them. So it's got to have some way of like gauging your response. I don't know.
Don't know that one.
Is everyone looking at question 16? Or still
Yeah,
on 15?
I don't know what 16 is.
Oh, it's not the gerrymandering thing, is it?
So who?
But that's not a mathematical notation, though, is it?
Right. I think gerrymandering is it's not a math theorem. It's
just about voting specifically, isn't it?
Right. It was a historical thing where they did that.
It's the idea where they make the lines so that it suits their purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something about proportional representation.
There we go.
Oh, you guys, we've got 25 seconds.
What? We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 answered. That's not good. 9 out of how many? We didn't even get 9 out of 20.
Look at 19. We should know this. Connecting algebra and geometry by plotting points on a graph. Descartes.
Yep.
Hello, everyone. Are you all back? Cool. Okay. So, sorry. I'm apologizing both for my image being blurry and for it not being fun at all. Can you see I'm trying to share my screen. So I'll tell you the answers now. You can see this PDF file. Okay, so question 1, if you take the sum of all of the digits in Jenny's phone number from Tommy Two-Tone's 1981 hit song, you will get this number. Oh, sorry, you want to see the answers, not just the questions. My apologies. Okay, so let me open that now. So if you take all of the numbers in digits in Jenny's phone number from Tommy Two-Tone's 1981 hit song, you will get this number. I got 38. The song was 8675309. I was hoping you could all sing it to me, but I don't think that that's feasible with our current environment. Question 2. This animated PBS show features a girl and her helpful pet who solve mathematical problems, then sing about them. That's one of my daughter's favorite shows. That's Peg plus Cat. So are you seeing the answers now? Okay, let me try this again.
Hey, Andrew. I'm pretty sure your screen share is a little bit smaller than you're imagining. Try scrolling up slightly.
Try doing my screen sharing. Okay, application window. You see this now?
Yes, that's looking good.
Yes, okay.
All right, so I'm out.
So sorry about that. Thank you. So this is the show Peg Plus Cat. It's an awesome show with lots of cool songs. These objects, which share the name of a popular film series, can be useful in solving linear equations. That's the matrix or matrices. For question 4, Danica McKellar was the star of the Wonder Years. I think some of us, when I do this with my students, they have no clue what this means, but some of y'all might know this show. An 11-sided polygon is a hendecagon. There are other names for it, but this is the only one where you could lay an egg on the first syllable. The Iranian geometer who won a Fields Medal in 2014 was Miriam Mirzakhani. In Daft Punk's song One More Time, they say the phrase more time 27 times. My wife actually listened to this song twice and made sure that we counted all of them. The poem is Euclid Alone Has Glimpsed Beauty Bear by Edna St. Vincent Millay. Elizabeth Smith Friedman solved the Enigma Code. Most people know that Alan Turing played a role in solving it. Elizabeth Smith Friedman actually solved it independently, but she worked for the NSA for many years afterward, so they kept much of her work top secret, and she did not get the credit she deserved until more recently. This is a fantastic book, The Woman Who Smashed Codes. I'd really recommend it if you know anyone who is interested in cryptography, especially. It's a cool personal story. The phrase that was coined by John J. Fitzgerald, if you shift the letters of Keb Ift Ixnimd, it can become the Big Apple. The Greek philosopher whose name differs from a number by only one letter and posed several famous paradoxes. You may have heard of Achilles and the tortoise is one of his paradoxes, was Zeno. You can rearrange a venal emu to say mean value. So the mean value theorem would allow a toll booth worker to determine that your instantaneous velocity was too high, given your average velocity between toll booths. Numbers that can be written this way, which is all rational numbers, but numbers that can be written as a sum of fractions with 1 in the numerator are called Egyptian fractions. I don't know if this is Hedy Lamarr or Heidi Lamarr. I'm sorry, but she was a famous movie star in the 1940s. But she also did a lot of important work on inventing things that were useful in communication systems. and laid the groundwork for a lot of our modern communication systems. Hetty, cool. The completely automated public Turing test to tell computers and humans apart. Alan Turing proposed if you've seen The Imitation Game, he proposed a way to try to tell humans and computers apart, and they named this in honor of him. Arrow's theorem says that essentially you cannot have a fair voting system. There's probably a better way to say it, but it concerns the difficulty of coming up with a perfect voting system. This e to the ix, I might be mistaken here. There might need to be I in the, yes, I apologize. There should be a 2i in the denominator, not a 2. That's a typo on my part. I'm sorry if that messed you up. So I guess if you said I times sine x, that was actually the correct answer. So it was an error. Haha. A Google, spelled this way, is actually the term for the number 10 to the 100. Rene Descartes is credited with coming up with the idea of plotting functions on a grid, and supposedly this vision came to him while he was incredibly sick. And finally, you can find the sum of the roots of a polynomial by looking at the opposite of the coefficient on x, as long as it's a monic polynomial. So as long as the leading term has a coefficient of 1, you can tell what the sum of the roots are, and that comes down to factoring and then expanding. Oh, I did not know that. He was in bed watching a fly on the ceiling crossing a grid. Am I mistaken on number 20? You? Let me tell you my reasoning. Oh, I see. My reasoning is that you can write this as x minus a times x minus b times x minus c. And then you'll get x cubed plus something x squared. But when I do my x terms, I will get a times an x, b times an x, and a c times an x. So oh, it's a and 2 x's. Okay. I agree with you. I agree with you. It should be the next to the leading term, not the x term. My apologies. Sorry about that. Well, would we like to do one more round of 5 questions? Thanks, guys. Okay, cool. So I thought that this time, so I will share my screen with the question. Oh, that's a good question. How did everyone do in the first round? Look, what I was thinking, I don't know if you will be able to see my screen. So what I was thinking was I could project the question and then could post a picture of the question. Yeah, type the question into the chat. That would probably work just as well. So here is my proposal for the format for round 2. Yes, I anticipated that you would. So I thought I would post the question. You could see it on my screen. You can also type it into the chat. There are a few more mathy questions here, so some of them, it might be harder to type the symbols. But once everyone has the question, I can release you to your tables, and then you can work on it. And when you have the question, when you have an answer, please send it to me via private chat. Otherwise, you're giving everyone the answer. And then in a few minutes, and if you're not planning to answer, you can type NR for no response. Let's see. So I think in the chat window, there's, I see, when I click on chat, I see public chat and private chat. And if you scroll down to private chat, you can look for people's names, and you should be able to scroll down to wherever you see my name and then send me a message individually. Let's see if it actually works. Cool. Okay. And I will also post time updates as, I mean, if someone gets it, I might bring you back, but. Okay, so let me share the first question with you. Okay, I am sharing the question now. The National Museum of Mathematics in Manhattan, there is a bicycle with square wheels. It can be ridden if the wheels are offset from each other by this angle. So I'm going to present off, go with your teams, and come back if you would when you have an answer.
Oh my.
We're missing a few people. No Kathy? No, Heather?
Oh, somebody's coming. I think because of the delay when he switches over.
Gotcha.
I think it's slow sometimes.
Yeah.
So Andrew took some of our students to a small conference, and he actually took them to see this. And I have a picture of one of the kids riding that bicycle he's talking about.
Oh, cool.
And I think it's 45 degrees, but I'm sure that's not true because that'd be too obvious.
But that makes sense, though.
That's what I would say.
So
Because
it's
then you're going to hit
a
the point.
bicycle with square wheels?
Mm-hmm.
But how do they?
Because you would, when one's on a flat side, you would want one on a
point.
On a point so that it can keep turning.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's
45 degrees, yeah.
Makes sense.
That probably means it's wrong. So shall I send him that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stop it, you're shining it into the screen. You're gonna blind people. Can you turn it off? Yes. So for full disclosure, I'm not a mathematician, if you hadn't guessed.
For full disclosure, I don't think it mattered for most of those questions. You should go look at a picture of that bicycle, though. It was absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
The young man that was with him that I saw the picture of, he's born and bred in the mountains, and this was just an experience of a lifetime for him. And it's wild to see him. He's this really tall, gangly kid, and he's just going to town on this bicycle.
So is it really kind of bumpy then, like this? Does it move?
He told me it wasn't. He told me it was surprisingly not. So I don't know.
Oh. So are you all math teachers?
I am.
I am.
In all kind of middle school, high school?
So I'm actually at the university.
Okay.
I'm high school.
And I'm middle school. And Jeanette, so what do you do?
We homeschool, so I kind of need to learn maths.
No, this is perfect.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of always on the hunt for, just interesting ways to do it, because my
Hello, everyone. So I realize in doing this right now that I think that it's going to make more sense just to type the answers into the chat box. And that way I don't have to keep pulling you off from the tables and sending you back. And I don't have to keep pulling you off from the tables and sending you back and pulling you off from the tables and sending you back. And so I'm going to turn present off and send you back to your tables. And then I will post the next question in the chat box.
Well, so we did get the right answer.
We just didn't get it fast enough.
We just weren't confident enough. Okay, let's see what the next one
I thought
is.
that was way too easy.
Agreed. He was just warming us up.
Jeanette, where are you located?
The smallest
in Ontario.
prime number that is larger than 200 is the next question.
Smallest prime.
201 would be my first, but I'm sure it isn't.
No, because that's divisible by 3.
4,
So
5,
not
6,
2.
207. No.
What about 203?
I skipped that one.
Not by 3, not by 4, not by 5, not by 6, not by
11.
Oh wait, by 7 it is, right? 2 7s, 140 and 63. Now so it's divisible by 7.
Okay.
211.
So 2, 3, 4. So not by 2, not by 3, not by 4, not 5,
not 7,
not 7. Not 11.
Not 11, no.
Not 13.
I think it's 211.
I think it is too.
All right, send it.
Submit that.
Yeah. Who's going to do it?
Go for it, Kathy.
Table 4, 211.
Hey, Liz.
So, Jeanette, is there a math teacher circle up near you?
No, nobody's ever even heard of them.
They said we were late again. Andrew said we were correct, but we were behind table 6.
Oh, darn.
We got to speed it up here. Yeah, actually, it's kind of cool, though, because when we can do this, that gives us a great opportunity to bring in people. I know in one of the earlier one, there was a gentleman from India that was in, and I thought this is really cool.
Kathy, was he here today?
He was.
Because he was here yesterday also.
I don't know.
I saw him in the chat yesterday.
I don't know what time that means he's up to do this.
I think that was the morning one, and he was up at 1:30 a.m.
Wow.
Bye, I'll see you at 6. Sorry, I should have
dedication
myself before I did that.
Oh, well, we were close.
Yeah.
I think we were second, if that's any help.
No, I would love if there were math circles around, because it's kind of hard to, try to do interesting things with your kids when you can't make the connections between, different aspects of maths. And
do you all have a homeschools? Group? I know that around here we have a lot of homeschoolers around in Western North Carolina, and they actually have their own homeschool organization that they do a lot of stuff with each other.
There used to be, and then religion got in the way.
He said this is undoubtedly
everybody
the funniest mathematical joke
kind of
ever told, and it's
dissipated. You see some people, but it's more just for social.
That's the question.
Good luck.
That's the question.
This is undoubtedly
the funniest mathematical joke ever told.
Funniest? That's the question. Good luck.
Undoubtedly. So, true or false?
I don't even know any jokes, never mind math ones.
Jeanette, you should check out the Math Teacher Circle. They're doing, after this, they've been doing a lot of online math circles leading up to this. And I'm betting if schools are still going to be offline towards the fall, they'll continue.
Yeah.
And so you just have to pre-register. They've been a lot of fun.
So you just go to the Math Teacher Circle website and it has things listed under events. Is that it?
It has a calendar that has all their different events, and then you'll see, like for this week, it says July 13th through the 17th, and it's got this whole, video conference. But then they don't have anything posted in the next coming months, but possibly, I would think. If you went back and looked at the calendar previous to this, you'd see where all those links were.
Right, because I saw that the Julia Robinson, there was a link to that too. So I just printed out this morning the one because they print, you get your sheets, and then on the Thursday they do.
I
Pardon?
can see her moving her hands, but I can't hear her. Why can't I hear? Can everybody else hear her?
Yeah,
We can hear you.
we can hear you. I
I'm
can
gonna
hear.
refresh, and hopefully it doesn't kick me out.
It kicked her out,
Kicked her out.
but it'll probably bring her right back when it
I think so.
refreshes.
Yeah, and then they do a webinar on the Thursday, and you can.
For coming out to the session. And I hope to see you again at Math Schools. And I had a lot of fun, and good luck. Thank you.
He didn't tell us the answer.
I was just thinking that same thing.
Okay, that's so unfair.
All right, I'll make sure that they have to send it to us and tell us the answer.
Somewhere.
No kidding.
I enjoyed working with you all.
Yes, it was.
Oh,
good.
what
Nice to see
he
you.
just
Oh wait.
he just posted it. What did 0 say to 8?